Chicago. And it's Chicago to start out. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Aldridge out there, Kawhi Leonard. And it's Duncan. Then it's Green. And it's Parker in at the point.
Well, that was quick. You got to leave some guys back on the tip-off. Otherwise, it can turn right into a fast break, as we just saw.
Here's Jennings. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
That's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter.
Here's Griffin. Outside Jennings. Back to Griffin. Shot left block. Here's Anthony. Goes back up. No good. Some solid defense from Aldridge.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Leonard against Leonard. And Duncan gets double teamed. Leonard, no luck.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
So it's San Antonio now. Aldridge with a screen on Jennings. Parker dishes to Duncan. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. That one's on Anthony. San Antonio shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And the first one drops. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. To the paint. Jennings drives in. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Now here's Parker, and the wide open shot from Green. His three-pointers off the mark. And Thompson kicks to Griffin. Leonard against Leonard. Outside Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Thompson for 3. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Here's San Antonio now. They trail by 6. There's Green with the 3. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
Here's Leonard, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Now here's Jennings. The drive by Anthony does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And Leonard gets it to go.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Here's Jennings. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Griffin sets the screen for Jennings. The shot is off. Nice D from Duncan. San Antonio trailing here. Parker outside. Shot from 16. Jump shot is good. Parker's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Aldridge's shot is good.
The assist, Tony Parker.
Jennings with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Shot to stop the run. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Here's Parker. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Pau Gasol is checked in for Chicago. Russell comes in for Brandon Jennings. San Antonio also making some changes. Boris Diaz checked in for Duncan. And it's Ginobili in for Green. There's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter. Parker kicks to Diaw. Ginobili outside. Jacks up a three. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Here's Russell. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
San Antonio trails by 4. Parker passes to Diaw. Feeds it to Ginobili. They double-team Ginobili. Nobody near Leonard. Sinks the three-pointer. Leonard's got 7 points. Chicago with the ball. Anthony dishes to Leonard. From deep. Cannot hit. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. 43 seconds left in the first quarter. Aldridge. Good work defensively by Anthony.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Russell with a wide open look. Leaps for it. Back to Thompson. Good looking screen by Gasol. And Klay Thompson hits from deep. He's got 8.
Good display of physicality by Gasol to set that shot up.
San Antonio with the ball. 4-point game. Parker left side. Ginobili outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Anthony. It's Chicago with another bucket. The scoring fast and furious. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
And it's time for an injury report. And now Doris Burke has an update for us on Kawhi Leonard. Doris, what's the news there?
Hello, Kevin. I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Chicago. He relayed to me that it seems like he bruised his tailbone on that play.
Okay, Doris, sounds like he won't be out for too long.
Well, hopefully that's the case, Kevin, and he'll be back before long.
Russell is out there with Green. Then it's Pau Gasol. Then there's Griffin, and it's Carroll in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Brandon Jennings, he's checked in for Chicago. San Antonio trails by 9. Good.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
He kicks it to Griffin. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws. For Chicago, they have looked good at the line today. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And he can't get the first one.
That's his first personal foul.
And he's good on the second. And San Antonio has possession, trailing here by 8. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Boris Diaw. The drive by Jennings. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Chicago shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. First one falls for him.
At the line for 2.
Blake Griffin hits them both. San Antonio trails by 10. Duncan with a screen on Jennings. A floater puts it up from 17. And Duncan with the basket on the assist by Mills.
You know, I don't think it's ever too late to make a sweet dime. I mean, even if you're halfway through your shot, you might find a better one with 4 teammates.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks to see if they can cut that lead down.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit. I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. George is checked in for Griffin. And it's Russell in for Brandon Jennings. Now here's Duncan. Paul George with the steal. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way.
Agility leads to thievery there as he's got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Chicago.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Chicago leading by 10. And Gasol, here we go. They kick it out to Green. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Green's got 4 points in the quarter.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
The shot by Carroll, no good. San Antonio trails by 12. 13 feet away. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. San Antonio shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The free throw drops for Duncan. And so Duncan nails them both.
They've been getting more and more physical as this game has gone along.
And it's starting to pay dividends. They've gotten a lot of trips to the line because of it in this second.
And it's good.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
San Antonio with the ball. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. It's West with the drive. That's good. West has got his first points of the night.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. For Chicago, Griffin's checked in for Gasol. Anthony comes in for Damari Carroll, and it's Klay Thompson in for Gerald Green. Russell kicks to Griffin. There's the 3. Mills with the rebound. San Antonio trails by 10. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. And that one's good. Duncan.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Ginobili with the ball. It's tipped. Stolen by George. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Thompson with the ball. Offensive rebound. And that one's good. Russell's got 4 points this quarter.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Duncan with a screen on Russell. Lets a floater go. Mills can't hit.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. I'm sure he appreciated it.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
San Antonio calls timeout. Changes for Chicago. Pau Gasol is checked in for Griffin. Leonard comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Jennings in for Russell. San Antonio also making some changes. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Duncan. Leonard comes in for Green. And Tony Parker subbed in for Patty Mills. And George, here we go. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got 4 assists in the game. San Antonio trails by 12. Parker kicks to Leonard. Down low, Aldridge. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Here's Parker after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. It's hauled in by George. And again, Chicago running the court in transition. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
That is good. 8 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Jennings passes to George. Takes it from 10. San Antonio with the rebound. 43 seconds left to play in the first half. Parker with it. Leonard picks him up. Parker outside. And it's Parker again missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
George against Aldridge. A nice shot by George.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Parker against Jennings. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
You can't afford to be playing that loose right now.
Definitely not. I mean, things have to be tight. You want to be playing smart, high-level basketball. You don't want to be brain fading right now.
4 seconds left, and the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
So as we conclude the... And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, anything can happen.
Just absolute domination in this one for Thompson. 10 points, and he's contributed 3 points from the line, too.
And those free throws add up, guys. That is extra offense.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for San Antonio, we've got Green. Duncan is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Parker in at the point guard. Now here's Parker. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Parker dishes to Aldridge. Passes to Green from past the arc. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Green's got 5 points so far.
Well, what a smart pass that time by Aldridge.
Now Jennings. Outside Griffin. The dish to Thompson. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. 12 points for him.
That's as good as it gets right there. Beautiful reverse layup in traffic.
Parker with it. Picked up by Thompson. There's Green with the three, and he gets the bucket.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Chicago calls timeout.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Chicago making some changes. Paul George comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Russell in for Brandon Jennings. Chicago leading by 10. Outside Anthony. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard. Clark,
Yes,
bring it down
sir.
hard,
Yes,
my
sir.
brother.
Yes, sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Now, here's Green. 8 points for him. Leonard kicks to Aldridge. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And he sinks the second. So it's Chicago now. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Griffin. Duncan with some nice D. San Antonio trails by 11. Here's Green. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got his 7th assist here tonight.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Now here's Parker, following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Shot from the wing. Parker's shot is off.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Good! And that's 10 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet. They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
San Antonio calls timeout. Chicago making some changes. Pau Gasol is checked in for Griffin. Damari Carroll comes in for Anthony, and Kawhi Leonard subbed in for George. San Antonio also making some changes. West comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Now here's Mills. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on you.
And Thompson kicks to Russell. San Antonio with the rebound. Duncan's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Over in the corner, Green. That 3 off the mark.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Thompson with the bucket.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. San Antonio trails by 14. And here's Mills. It's stolen by Carroll. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. That's good. That's 10 points for D'Angelo Russell.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Now here's Mills. Outside, Green. West setting the pick for Leonard. Clock at 4. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Thompson. 6 points for Kawhi Leonard.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
That's good. 1:27 left in the third quarter. Now, here is Russell. 10 points for him. Off the pick. And Gasol slams it in.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Now, here's Mills. He's guarded by Russell. And Duncan gets it to go in. Duncan's got 4 points in the quarter.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 6. There's 45 seconds left in the third. Duncan kicks to Green. Thompson with the rebound. Chicago leading by 16. To the middle. Here's Carroll. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. First free throw is good. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Gasol. Anthony comes in for Leonard. Green, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Jennings in for Russell. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Duncan. Diaw comes in for David West. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Daniel Green. And Parker's subbed in for Patty Mills. Parker's shot is off.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And again, no good by Chicago. And now the fast break, Ginobili with the ball. Fires from 14. Aldridge, good. Aldridge has got 11.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
Here's Jennings. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Brandon Jennings at the line for 2.
Brandon Jennings hits them both. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Chicago leading by 18. Paul George is out there with Anthony. Then there's Jennings, and it's Green, and it's Griffin in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no line in those totals.
Parker with a clean look. Off target with his 3.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
George has gone 3 for 4 here from the field. All sorts of time. Another one falls for Chicago. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Chicago.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity. Yeah, you can see they've gave up a lot of points here in this run, and he just wants to break the momentum before this thing gets out of hand.
And, you know, that's a huge part of a coach's job, making sure you keep your guys in the best position possible at all times. So I like this timeout.
Some changes for Chicago. Pau Gasol's checked in for Griffin. And it's Russell in for Brandon Jennings. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Now here's Mills. Defense right on him. Anderson against George. 5 to shoot. And Anderson kicks to Diaw. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And that one falls for Diaw.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he hits both. Chicago leading by 23. The drive by Russell. That's good.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Russell's gone 6 of 8, so shooting well at 75% here. Pass to Green from past the arc. The shot misses. And it's Chicago the other way. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. And the wide open shot from Green. The three-pointer no good. Here's Mills. And Gasol sends it back. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. San Antonio with the ball. They double him with Russell. George against West. Mills. Green with the rebound.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Anthony's been putting up the numbers. He's got 10 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show. Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Chicago on defense. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Count that one.
You know, it's a plus to get good looks in the paint, and when you can get them, you got to score them.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Now, here is George. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Here's San Antonio now. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Mills. He's guarded by Russell. And the foul called on Pau Gasol. That's foul number 2 for him. Leonard, he's checked in for Chicago. Damari Carroll comes in for George. And San Antonio also making a switch. Bonner, he's checked in for Duncan. Green kicks to Mills. There's the pick. Here's West. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Gasol. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Dishes to Carroll. Inside. Offensive rebound. And Gasol with the dunk.
Ooh, a forceful finish from the big fella.
Well, with a player for that size, you'd think he'd make the highlight reel more often.
Yeah, you know, he just appears to lack an edge at times in his game. I mean, he can be too passive and reluctant on the court. Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the 3.
Russell kicks to Leonard. 18 feet out. Here's Gasol, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offensive glass. You just can't ever give up on a play.
And San Antonio has possession after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Here's Carroll.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. And it seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Chicago.
And Clark, their hard work on the glass paid off.
You know, they both are excellent rebounding teams. I thought it was a tough battle underneath both ways.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Klay Thompson. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long. That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
And he knocks down the first one. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Pau Gasol. San Antonio also making some changes. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for West. And it's Jimmer Fredette in for Green. Here's Chicago. The drive by Russell. Outside Griffin. Wide open look. And that one hits back iron.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Anderson. And it's Chicago with the rebound. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Fredette. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Pass to Green. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Boris Diaw. Fredette kicks to Mills. And again, it's San Antonio with a three. 6 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Leonard. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans, too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on them. From the opening tip until the end of the game, they were in it. And that certainly helped this crew